What is going on, Crusader crew? So today we're going to dive into a topic that has raised many eyebrows. And let's just say there seems to be some mutiny afoot, some treachery, some treason, and at the very least, some very hypocritical actions. The Canadian government, who we know is very fond of firearms, and in particular the AR-15, has contracted out to foreign hunters to cull deer on Sidney Island. From December 1st to 11th, foreign hunters were dispatched and took out 84 deer, 63 fallow deer, and 21 black-tailed deer. Approximately 800 kilograms of meat and material was collected by local communities and distributed amongst that same community. Now, this raises eyebrows because, as you know, or you may not know, AR-15s are not legal to hunt in Canada. And also, why would taxpayers' money be spent to hunt deer when there are countless numbers of hunters who would be willing to perform this service for free? In fact, we'd also be willing to pay permits and tags to perform this same action. So let's dive deeper into these details and see what exactly happened and what's going on. So Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has made it extremely clear that in his opinion, you don't need an AR-15 to take down a deer, which is very coincidental that he would say that because these same foreign hunters that were contracted out were in fact using Bren 2s to take down these same deer.
But you don't need an AR-15 to bring down a deer.
And this statement has been a part of a broader effort of the Canadian government to further regulate and prohibit these same rifles. Bill C-21 is precisely what that is, as there's a long list of rifles that they are trying now to buy back. The word in itself, buyback, is very funny to be used because you can't buy back something that you never bought in the first place. So again, what are we missing here? Because the math is not mathing, and the policies are not policying at all right now. So what exactly are the details of this controversial hunt? Well, this hunting operation took place, and it was a combination of daytime aerial work as well as nighttime ground-based hunting. Helicopter deployment took place for a total of 15 hours over the course of 5 days. These same helicopters were used to not only survey deer and the land, but also dispatch of these same deer. One of the main principles of hunting is that you want to have clean, ethical kills, shooting these deers the least amount of times possible to achieve a clean and ethical, painless kill for these deers. I'd imagine that would be pretty hard to do flying from a helicopter that's not loud while alerting these same deer. That was only the first phase. The second phase is expected to take place fall 2024 and spring 2025. What's going to happen is that they're going to fence off large areas of land ranging from 40 to 120 hectares of land, where they're going to now confine the deer and then hunt them down using scent tracking dogs. Again, a tactic that is not available to Canadian hunters, yet so readily available to foreign hunters using taxpayer money. Very bizarre. And again, begs the question, why were these tactics being used when there are so many different alternatives that automatically come to mind? So again, the main point here is why exactly were AR-15s allowed to be used in this particular hunt? Is it a matter of public emergency? Was it special circumstance, or really was it just more hypocritical actions and poor policy making? Through my research, I was unable to find why exactly AR-15s are prohibited and illegal for use in hunting. And to be honest with you, I was able to find no justifiable reason. It seemed like really it was just based off its aesthetic and bad reputation. The AR-15 is public enemy number one when it comes to gun control. Allowing the AR-15 to be used by hunters would provide them with many advantages. The AR-15 is a very versatile platform, offering many different barrel lengths, optics, as well as ammo variability that would essentially give a hunter options to fit any situation that they're facing. So why is it really that we're unable to use them? But they are. So what are some of the possible reasons why this hunting operation would have been given the green light and to use AR-15s to conduct the same operation? Could it have been the specific circumstance of the hunt or the dire situation of the European fallow deer and the ecosystem that they were trying to protect? However, without clear communication from the government, we could only speculate as to why this decision was made. It was stated that destruction of the ecosystem was the main reason behind this deer cull. Vegetation and plants that they were trying to regrow were being counteracted by these deer. These deer were initially introduced to James Island in the 1900s. They were introduced for hunting and later migrated to Sidney Island. Low pressure from predators led to a boom in population. This boom in population led to approximately 3,000 deer being there. 2,000 deer were killed, and recent estimates say that approximately 300 deer remain. The University of British Columbia also stated that the ecosystem has improved by approximately 30%. So again, was this really an emergency to which these specific and special circumstances needed to be granted? Or was there an alternative, a cheaper alternative that is also more in line with the policies that are being introduced? The public and political reactions to this hunt are very mixed. Some see it as a necessary exception and a special circumstance, while others see it as blatant hypocrisy and a waste of money. This contract was awarded to the Salmon Arm Base Coastal Conservation. The total cost of this contract is approximately $5.9 million, while the first phase costed $834,000. $834,000 to hunt 84 deer comes out to approximately $10,000 per deer. So it's very clear as to why this would be so controversial. $10,000 deer. Hunters buy tags and buy permits to hunt deer, yet contracts were awarded out to foreign hunters at $10,000 a deer. I can't even begin to explain how outrageous that math is. In conclusion, the Sidney Island deer cull highlights serious inconsistencies with the government's stance on firearms. Whether justified or not, it really does show you that there is large amounts of hypocrisy in their policy making and laws. Despite the fact that 18,000 signatures were signed on a petition to halt and never begin this deer cull, despite that resistance, it was carried out anyways. So why exactly is there a double standard for hunters, law-abiding hunters, using AR-15s to hunt, and foreign hunters being contracted out to use these same firearms that are prohibited for use in hunting? What are your thoughts on this issue? What do you think? I would really like to know how you feel in your comments below. All right, Crusaders, that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this where we will be going over current events and policy analysis to keep you updated and in the know. Share this with someone who may know or someone who doesn't know. Okay, this is a story that has flown under the radar and many people still don't know, and awareness is really key. Above all else, don't forget to get active and get training.